All right, what we're gonna do today is go over the dumbbell push jerks again. So this will be our second time going over these. We're gonna do a slightly different rep and set scheme, but work on the same movement. So I'm gonna be using a pair of 25-pound dumbbells. You can certainly go lighter or heavier than that. Let me demonstrate that movement again, just to remind you. So we're popping it up to our shoulders, and then we're doing the push jerk, which again is a dip, drive, punch, drop, and then stand up. I'm gonna show you a couple from the front and then a few from the side, and we'll kind of talk about that a little bit. So dip, drive, punch, drop, stand up. Okay, let me show you a few from the side. Okay, let me set that down, and then I'll just highlight a few points before we get started here. So as you noticed, with the movement, I'm focusing on being very upright with my torso. When I dip, I make sure I maintain that upright position rather than hinging like this. And then once I load my hips in that dip, I'm gonna snap my hips, move my head out of the way as if I was moving a barbell, and then I'm gonna drop again into that second dip. And when I drop into that second dip, I also wanna lock out my elbows at that same time. So it's this coordinated movement of, again, dip, load the hips, drive, launch that weight up, drop again, lock my elbows out, and now the weight's received or loaded on my arm, and then I'm just standing it up from there. Okay, so we're gonna be doing 6 sets of 8 repetitions. We're gonna be going every minute and a half for this workout. I'm gonna set the clock. We're gonna start in 10 seconds. 8 repetitions per round. Going in 3, 2, 1, go. After 8, set those down. Got about a minute to bring your heart rate down. Try taking some nice big inhales. If you can make them through the nose, even better. And then slow, controlled exhales. So one other thing that I did on that last set that I didn't mention was how I chose to connect the reps together. So you kind of have 2 options. We have 30 seconds, by the way. The option that I chose, which is the most efficient option, is to connect the reps together. So what I mean by that is I do my first rep, stand up, and then as I come down, I'm absorbing that weight with my hips and then going right into the next rep, versus having to absorb it so I don't smash it on my shoulders and then resetting and going again. Okay, we're gonna go again here in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Grab your weights, 8 reps. And once you hit 8, set those down. I'll continue to show you some from the front and some from the side each round, just so you can kind of get the different angles. We got just under a minute. Same thing, try to bring your heart rate back down. If you have water nearby or anything like that, help yourself. Thirty seconds. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. And once you hit 8, set those down. Got about another minute to rest. Nice job. Another couple of things I'll just mention about this movement while we're resting is it's one of the more advanced as far as the press, different ways to press something overhead. And advanced meaning just there's more to think about. There's more moving parts, especially as compared to something like a push press or a strict press. Additionally, it's also the more efficient, maybe one of the most efficient ways to get something from your shoulders to overhead, because I get to load that object with my hips with the first dip and drive, and then I get to take the advantage of lowering my receiving position with that second drop, 10 seconds. So just something to think about as we're doing this. There is a purpose. Going again in 3, 2, 1, 8 reps. And after those 8, set that down. Another minute to rest. We have 2 more rounds. At any point, if you want to swap out weights for heavier or lighter, feel free to do that if you have that as an option. "30 seconds. Seconds. This is another one of these movements. It's almost a full body workout. You're using your core, your hips, your shoulders. 10 seconds. Not a lot of muscles that are not working during this. Going again in 3, 2, 1, and go ahead. After 8, set those down. We have 1 final round. Got about a minute to rest before we get there. "30 seconds. Make sure you keep your core tight during these, especially this last set if you get a little tired. 10 seconds. Final set of 8. Going in 3, 2, 1. After those 8, set your weights down. Take a minute to bring your heart rate down. You're all done. Good job again.